Okay. Yeah, so we were asking questions, right? About experiences, things that, recent experiences. Yeah, recent experiences. Let me, give me 1 second. Okay, we have the new lesson. Another lesson that is, do you see? Give me 1 second because I'm gonna share the screen. Do you see that? Discuss. Wait. What do you see on the screen? Discuss gestures and
customs.
customs. Okay, gestures and customs. Okay, what's that? What is gestures? What is customs? Anyone? Gestures and customs. Anyone? Any idea what is that?
Maybe costumbres.
Aha, costumbres, customs. What about gestures? This is like Spanish. That is like Spanish.
Teacher, in Spanish, gestos
Yeah.
and
Gestures, customs, costumbres, right?
is gestos.
Gestos, okay. Gestos y costumbres in a country, right? Now, let's take a look. Now, ¿qué tiene que ver the hand con el tema? Ajá, ¿qué tiene que ver la mano? The hand with the topic, gestures.
I have no idea.
You have an idea? You have no idea, you said?
Yeah, right.
You have no idea. Okay. Now, gestures with the hand. Hey, what's that? What do you understand?
It's okay.
Oh, okay. Okay. What's that? Nice. Okay. What is this?
So.
What's that? Uh-huh. We have many gestures that you can do with your hand. What's that? Like hello or bye-bye, right? And there are some other gestures you can do with your fingers, right? Like this, like only this, and some others. Okay, we have vocabulary here related to the hand. Listen.
Read and listen. 1,
Thumb.
2,
Thumb.
Index finger.
3,
Middle finger.
4,
Ring finger.
5,
Pinky.
6,
Palm.
7.
Fist.
Now listen again and repeat.
Thumb.
Thumb.
Index finger.
Index.
Middle finger.
Ring finger.
Pinky.
Palm.
Fist.
Okay, we have some vocabulary, but we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But we have a 7th word that is fist. Okay, what do we have in number 1?
Thumb.
Thumb. Okay, this is thumb. What is number 2? What is number 2?
Index finger.
Yeah, so this is the index finger. You use it to make gestures, right? For example, what is that? No, right? Yeah, then we have another, number 3. What's that?
Middle finger.
Middle finger. I cannot show you the finger, but we have thumb, index, and this one is the middle finger, right? Middle finger. Then after the middle finger, what do we have?
Right finger.
The ring finger. When you get married, you put a ring to your girlfriend, right? That's why we have the ring finger. Finally, number 5. What is in number 5? What is this one?
Pinky.
The pinky. That's why girls make pinky promise, right? Ya habían oído esa palabra, pinky promise. Okay, there we go. We have, these are the fingers in your hand. Then we have all these is the palm. Palm, repeat, palm.
Palm.
Palm. And then what do we have? What is number 7?
Feet.
Fist. A fist. Okay, a fist. What is that? What is a fist?
Puño.
Exactly, that is a fist. You fist people with, you greet people. Sometimes you greet people with your fist, right? So we have a fist. When you close your hand, we have a fist. Okay. Now, we have here a reading. Ok, no lo muestra todo porque se queda cortado. Ok, and it says a reading about, well, gestures or customs. Before we listen, there we go. Before we listen, you have some minutes. I'm gonna give you 5 minutes to look for vocabulary and look for the meaning, okay? If you don't understand a word, look for the word, Google it, and then I'm gonna play the audio. Read it, look for new vocabulary. Okay, let's see here. Did you find Did you find new words, new vocabulary? No answers? Okay, I'm gonna play the audio.
Read and listen.
We talked to June Galloway about her book, Get Off on the Right Foot. Don't let the wrong gesture ruin your day. English is the world's international language. But in your book, you focused on nonverbal communication. Why is that so important?
Well, gestures and other body language can have different meanings in different places. Something that you think is friendly or polite could come across as very rude in another culture. I've described many of these customs and cultural differences so my readers don't get off on the wrong foot when they meet people from places where the culture differs from their own.
Can greeting someone in the wrong way really lead to misunderstanding?
In some cases, yes. The firm handshake a North American expects may seem quite aggressive in other places. And a light handshake, which is normal in some countries, may seem unfriendly to a North American.
In what ways can hand gestures lead to misunderstanding?
Well, as an example, we assume all people indicate the numbers 1 to 10 with their fingers the same way. But in fact, they don't. While North Americans usually use an index finger for 1, most Europeans use a thumb. North Americans extend all 10 fingers for 10. However, Chinese indicate the numbers 1 to 10 all on one hand. For example, an extended thumb and pinky means 6, and a fist means 10. Imagine how confusing this can be when you're trying to communicate quantities and prices with your hands.
What other gestures can cause confusion?
Take the gesture for come here, for example. In North America, people gesture with the palm up. Well, in Southern Europe, that gesture means goodbye. And in many Asian countries, the palm up gesture is considered rude. Instead, people there gesture with the palm down.
I've heard that, in Japan, pointing with the index finger is not polite. Is that right?
Yes. Japanese prefer to point with the palm open and facing up.
Surely there must be some gestures used everywhere, right? What about the thumbs up sign for great?
Sorry, that's extremely rude in Australia and the Middle East. This is why it's so important to be aware of these cultural differences.
Okay, I'm gonna play the audio again so you can listen to the pronunciation.
Read and listen.
We talked to June Galloway about her book, Get Off on the Right Foot. Don't let the wrong gesture ruin your day. English is the world's international language. But in your book, you focused on nonverbal communication. Why is that so important?
Well, gestures and other body language can have different meanings in different places. Something that you think is friendly or polite could come across as very rude in another culture. I've described many of these customs and cultural differences so my readers don't get off on the wrong foot when they meet people from places where the culture differs from their own.
Can greeting someone in the wrong way really lead to misunderstanding?
In some cases, yes. The firm handshake a North American expects may seem quite aggressive in other places. And a light handshake, which is normal in some countries, may seem unfriendly to a North American.
In what ways can hand gestures lead to misunderstanding?
Well, as an example, we assume all people indicate the numbers 1 to 10 with their fingers the same way. But in fact, they don't. While North Americans usually use an index finger for 1, most Europeans use a thumb. North Americans extend all 10 fingers for 10. However, Chinese indicate the numbers 1 to 10 all on one hand. For example, An extended thumb and pinky means 6, and a fist means 10. Imagine how confusing this can be when you're trying to communicate quantities and prices with your hands.
What other gestures can cause confusion?
Take the gesture for come here, for example. In North America, people gesture with the palm up. Well, in Southern Europe, that gesture means goodbye. And in many Asian countries, the palm up gesture is considered rude. Instead, people there gesture with the palm down.
I've heard that, in Japan, pointing with the index finger is not polite. Is that right?
Yes. Japanese prefer to point with the palm open and facing up.
Surely there must be some gestures used everywhere, right? What about the thumbs up sign for great?
Sorry, that's extremely rude in Australia and the Middle East. This is why it's so important to be aware of these cultural differences.
Okay. Now, before we continue here, we have this phrase. You have 2 minutes, guys. To find a definition for this word, non-verbal communication, and also body language. You have 2 minutes to find what's that. Encuentren qué es eso. Non-verbal communication and body language. Okay, let's see. Rachel. Body language, what's that? What do you understand by body language?
No.
Rachel?
Teacher, I don't found.
Yeah, what did you find? Non-verbal communication, what's that?
I found non-verbal communication refers to the way in which beings convey information about their emotions, needs, intentions, attitudes, and thoughts without the use of verbal language.
Okay. Now, Joel, what did you find about non-verbal communication? Hello, Joel, are you there? Oh, he got disconnected. Rudy, what did you find about non-verbal communication?
Nonverbal communications refers to the ways in which beings convey information about their emotions, needs, attitudes, and their thoughts without the use of verbal language.
Without speaking, right?
Yeah.
Without the speaking. So you can understand a person even if the person is not speaking. You can understand how the person is looking at you, the attitude, etc. Catherine, what did you find about this non-verbal communication?
Your facial expression, gestures, posture, and tone of voice are powerful communication tools.
Tools, okay, communication tools. Exactly. Now, it is referred to this body language. What is body language? Nicole, did you find anything about body language? Hello, Nicole.
Repeat,
No,
teacher.
did you find something about body language?
Body language.
Uh-huh.
Okay, wait. I found is the expression, for example, happiness, confusion, sadness, surprise,
Mm-hmm.
anger, excitement, exist. Lo voy a decir. And that's it.
Okay. Rudy, what do you find about body language?
It's the process of communicating non-verbally through conscious or unconscious gestures or movements.
Okay, yeah. So when a person is talking to you and you're moving your hand, that is body language, and it means that, yeah, I'm listening, I'm paying attention, and you're moving your hand, right? Okay, now let's start reading this. You have, guys, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. You have 5 minutes to read this. And then you are gonna give me an idea. Now, let's see here. Let's start reading, every one of you. Okay, now let's listen first to Guille. English is the world's international language. Continue.
English is the word international, but in your book, you're focused on non-verbal communication. Why is that so important? Well, gestures and other body language can have different meanings in different places. Something that you think is friendly or polite could me across has
Could
very
come
rude
across.
in another
Come across. Mhm.
come across has very rude in another culture. I did describe many of these cultures and cultural difference, so my read Don't get off of the ground for when they meet people from places where the culture different from their own.
Okay, good. Let's see. Rachel, continue.
Congratulating some in the wrong way really late to misunderstanding in some cases. Yes, the firm handshake in North America aspect may seem quite aggressive in other places. And a light handshake, which is normal in some countries, may seem unfriendly to North America.
To a what?
To a North American.
North American.
North American.
What is a handshake, Rachel? What's that? A handshake.
In Spanish,
Yes?
apretar de mano, saludo de mano.
Apretón de mano, yeah. It says, in some cases, yes, a firm like this, handshake, the firm handshake, a North American expects una persona may seem aggressive in other places, okay? Un apretón de mano demasiado fuerte puede ser agresivo en otros lugares. And a light handshake, which is normal in some countries, may seem unfriendly to a North American. So it is very... A simple greeting can lead to a misunderstanding. Now, let's see. Rudy, continue. In what ways
can hand gestures lead to misunderstanding? Well, as an example, we assume all people indicate the numbers 1 to 10 with their fingers the same way.
So like, for example, how can you turn your camera on?
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work. Now,
Yeah.
describe with your hand. How do you do number 1? What finger do you use?
Wait, I forgot the name.
Anyone? Kathy?
Oh, sorry.
When you use your hands
I got it.
You got it?
I got it. Yeah.
What finger do you use to say number 1 with your hand?
With the index finger.
Okay, so this is number 1, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but for some in Europe, this is not number 1. What is number 1 for Europe? Europeans. So for Europeans, this is number 1. The thumb. And there's like 1, 2, 3. Okay, but yeah, read it. Just for you to see. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, but in fact, they don't. While North Americans.
I'm sorry. Can you start over? In what ways?
Okay. In what ways can hand gestures lead to misunderstanding? Well, as an example, we assume all people indicate the numbers 1 to 10 with their fingers the same way. But in fact, they don't, while North Americans usually use an index finger for 1. Most Europeans use a thumb. North Americans stand all 10 fingers for 10. However, Chinese indicated the numbers 1 to 10 all on one hand. For example, an extended thumb and pinky means 6. And a fifth means...
So this and this means 6. That's what it's saying, right?
Yeah.
An extended thumb and a pinky. For Chinese, this is number 6. Oh yeah, continue.
Okay. And yeah, and a fix means 10.
And
Imagine
this
how,
means number 10, right?
yeah,
For Chinese, okay.
yeah. Imagine how confusing this can be when you're trying to communicate quantities and prices with your hands.
Okay, this is interesting. Let me look for something. Look at this. Now, in China, how they use, because we start, nosotros empezamos like con Esther, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let's in China, how they do it.
1、2、3、4、5、6、
6,
7、
7,
8、
8,
9、
9.
10。
Okay, that is totally different. Okay, but you see that that's confusing, right? It was confusing. Talking like numbers with the hand in China. Let's see again.
1、
Let's see.
1、2、
2,
3、
3,
4、
4,
5、
5,
6、
6,
7、
7,
8、
8,
9、
and
10。
damn. No, that's crazy. Let's see. Hold on.
In China, we have a different way to count. It's just
There's another video. There's another video for Chinese numbers. That's crazy.
Different way to count numbers. We can use just one hand to count 1 to 10. Let's take a look. 1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10。 For more tips, please go to hellochinese.cc to
Depende de la
download.
zona, de qué idioma. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. For man, you're in China, like crazy. That's crazy. So how Chinese use the hands to count from 1 to 10 only with one hand? It's crazy. Okay, and this is the third paragraph about, right? Now, Kathy, continue with what other gestures, and I've heard that in Japan.
Okay. What other gesture can use confusion?
Can
Say the
cause confusion.
Can cause confusion. Take the gesture for come here. For example, in North America, people gesture with the palm up, while in Southern In Southern Europe, the gesture means goodbye,
Mhm.
and in many Asian countries, the part of
Asian.
this what?
Asian countries.
Asian countries, the part of gesture is considered rude. Instead, people their gesture with the palm down. I heard that in Japan, pointing with the
Pointing.
index
Mhm.
pointing with the index finger is not polite. Is that right? Yes,
Japanese
Japanese prefer to point
prefer.
prefer to point with the ball open and facing up.
Okay. So it says, what other gestures can cause confusion? Take the the gestures for come here. For example, now let's see when you want to say come here with your hands. How do you do it? Like this, right? Hey, come here. Okay, like this. Hey, come here. In North America, people gesture with the palm up. Like this. Well, in Southern Europe, that gestures mean goodbye. Okay, for example, in Italy, if you do this, that is goodbye. In many Asian countries, the palm up gestures is considered rude. Es alguna ofensa esto. In some Asian countries. Instead, people do this. Come here. Okay, that is crazy, right? Now, I heard that in Japan, pointing with the index finger is not polite. Is that right? Like, hey, using this hand. And it says, yes, Japanese prefer to point with the palm open and facing up. Así señalan ellos, con la mano así abierta. You. Okay. And finally, Nicole. Continue. Shirley.
Surely,
Shirley.
surely there must be some gesture you see everywhere, right? What about the thumbs up? Thanks for
Signed.
signs for great.
Okay. The thumbs
Sorry,
up sign for great. Continue.
great. Sorry, that's extremely rude
Extremely.
in Australia. Extremely. Okay. That's extremely rude in Australia. In the Middle East.
Middle East.
Middle East. This is why it's so important to be aware of these cultural differences.
These cultural differences, right? Okay, 1 second. What gestures do you use for the number 6? Okay, this or this? In my case, if I use I say like this. For me, this is number 6. What about you guys? With your hands, what is number 6?
For me, the same.
The palm.
Me too.
The palm open and the index. The palm open and the index. So this is number 6. Who uses this like number 6? Chinese. All right. Come here. How do you do come here? Like this? Like this? Or like this? With the palm up or with the palm down?
With the palm down.
You do it like this. Hey, come on. Or hey, come on. Well, whatever. I can do this or I can do this and you understand. That is not a problem in El Salvador. Now, what about the other? Well, we use this, right? The index finger. The index finger. Okay, now go to the book, guys. Everybody go to the book. Let me see what page is it in the book. Well, in the book, that's page number 9. So that is page number 9, right? Okay, and we have page number 8. That one is the reading. And page number 9. What is the instruction in page number 9, Rudy? Identify.
Identify supporting details.
Details.
Details. Check the statements that are true. According to the article, write X next to the statements that are not true. Explain your answers.
Okay, it says identify supporting details. Okay, check the statements that are true according to the reading or according to the article. ¿Cuáles son true? We put a check mark and write a next to the statement that are not true, and explain your statements or your answers. For example, true. Galloway says most Europeans begin with the thumbs. Empiezan así con. So the index finger is the next after that. For example, this is number 1, so this is number 2 for Europeans, right? And it says in most of Europe, a thumb and an index finger mean number 2. True or false? It is true. Galloway say most Europeans begin with the thumb. So the index finger is the next finger after that. So you're gonna work on that. If it is true, explain why. If it is false, explain your reasons why. You're gonna make it in pairs, okay? You understand?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, one sec. Rachel and Rudy together. Guille, Catherine, and Nicole together, okay? Work on it. You have 10 minutes. Hello, Rachel. Accept the invitation.
Hello, teacher. Me?
Yes.
Okay.
¿No le cayó la invitación?
Sí, pero no sé por qué no entré. ¿La acepté? Me sacó y me salió aquí de nuevo.
Ok, la voy a mandar con su hermana y con Rudy, ¿ok?
Okay. And that's it, really.
What?
Really?
Yeah, yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. Then I think no, the number 1 is true, number 2 false, and number 3 is true and false. It's okay?
Yeah, yeah, number 1 true, 2 false, 3 true, 4 true, and the last one false.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you have to explain, give an explanation, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we know.
Well, I'm gonna visit Guille and Kathy.
Okay.
Hey, did you finish? Hello, Guille, Catherine?
Hello, teacher.
Yeah, hello, did you finish?
I'm missing one.
You're missing one, but you're not, you're in silence. So if I send you here
Yeah,
is to practice, right? Para que
okay.
practiquen, no para que estén en silencio, okay? I'm gonna give you 2 more minutes.
Okay.
Maje, tenés que leer. Me tocó leer a mí, maje.
Hello, hello.
Hi.
What you were saying?
I said hi.
No, before that,
What?
you were speaking Spanish.
No.
Yes, sir. Me tocó, I don't know what.
No, I was sending a message. And
Okay.
sometimes I speak to myself.
Okay. You finished, right?
Yep.
Okay, so giving details. Giving details about your give me 1 second. Answers. So we have a true or false based on the reading, right? Based on the reading, we have exercises of true and false. Now give me 1 second. Let me close this. And it says identify supporting details. Check the statements. Yeah. Check the statements that are true according to the article. Put a check mark and write a next to the statements that are not true, the false one, and explain your answers. And we're gonna do it. Vamos a hacer de esta forma. 1 sec. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. One second, guys. Just give me 1 second. Let me see something, okay? We have how many, let me see here. How many true or false do we have? How many sentences? Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, guys. Now we had here number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, right? Now we're gonna do this. Voy a compartir pantalla. Yes, in most of Europe, a thumb and an index finger mean 2. Now, open the chat. Vamos a ver si funciona esta. Open the chat. Where is the chat? What's there in the chat?
A link.
A link. Okay, in this link, you're gonna do this. For example, this is a board and you can select your color, okay? And you can type on it. For example, number 1, true. Because this, and this, okay? So you can choose the colors that you want. Go ahead. You got it?
I gotta register me.
So you have to register yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Give me 1 second, okay? Give me 1 second. Let me see. I would try to make it with no registration. One sec. I'm gonna send you a different link. Let me know if it asks you for registration. Second one. Well, it's the same. I don't know, it is the same. Doesn't work. Hold on. Let me know if the second link asked you for registration. There you go. Open the next link.
The same.
Same thing. Okay,
Yeah.
I will set it up. Lo voy a configurar, guys. Yeah, lo voy a configurar so we can work on it. Give me 1 second. Yeah, because you don't need to register. You don't need to register on that. Okay, so I'm gonna configure it and we will stop here. Vamos a detenernos acá and we will discuss it on Monday, okay? We'll discuss it on Monday. And I'll see you then, guys. Have a good day.
Okay, you too.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, teacher.
Okay.
Bye.